All right, let's cut across right now to my colleagues who've been filing these reports from across the country at the back of the allegations that were made by Rahul Gandhi. Joining me is Sagai Raj from Bengaluru, Samar Shrivastava from Lucknow. Sagai, would you take us through on what you investigated at the back of the address that Rahul Gandhi gave out as an accusation of multiple voters from one particular address?
That particular address was near Mahadevapura, and it is on the outer ring road, nestling between IT companies and residential area. And when we went and checked that particular house, there were only 3 people. There were 2 adults and a kid which was living in that particular house, and all 3 of them doesn't have any kind of voter ID. But still, that particular house has enrolled around 80 voters. What is even more interesting factor is that when we also spoke to the BLO, she claims that yes, 80 people have enrolled there. 80 people have voter list, and those are securities, homemaids, servers, housekeeping workers who come there, get the rental agreement, and thereafter get their ID card. But the question is, in last 10 years, 80 people, in an average 8 people in a single year. So probably even if you have 2 people in a house, elders, husband and a wife, who come there and live there, probably they might live for 3 months and get the EC card and vacate the house within 3 months. So it is quite impractical to understand. Within 3 months, get your rental agreement, apply for your election card, get that, and vacate the house and go. So in any logic, they won't get the ID card within 3 months, even if you apply in last 10, 15 years, even after digitization. So these are the question which is still haunting me, because BLO says that they come here, register, they take the local voter ID card, and thereafter get a work there, a job in any of the IT companies. And thereafter they vacate and go to other places. But still, they maintain the same ID card. And the owner of the house also says that why haven't you informed the election commission about this? He claims that the same voters come back on the election days and vote. Many of them don't come back. And he himself admitted, saying that these are residents who live in Orissa, they live in Bihar, they live even in the other parts of Karnataka. But on the election day, they come back and vote, though they are not residing there. So these were the answers we got when we tried to do a fact check. But they have accepted the fact that 80 people have enrolled from house number 35 in Muni Reddy Garden in Mahadevapura constituency. And the irony is that the Congress candidate in the last 3 elections, he was leading in all the constituencies. Only when the Mahadevapura constituency comes, that's when the Congress used to lose. And that's when now the Congress have gone to the ground and checked, and they have found this. When I was talking to few Congress leaders, they said that they don't have any workers in those areas. And it is a fault of Congress. They have not vigilant, they have not taken care of their booths. They have allowed these kind of malpractice to happen.
All right, so stay with me, Sagai. You know, these were ground reports filed by my colleagues at the back of the allegations made by Rahul Gandhi, which Rahul Gandhi said that he had proof of it, and my colleagues went on ground to fact check. You heard what Sagai Raj said. I want to now bring in Samar Shrivastava, who went to a residence of another person that Rahul Gandhi flagged, who was registered as a voter in Lucknow and then in Bangalore as well, Bengaluru Central, Mahadevapura constituency. Bengaluru Central constituency, the segment, of course, the Vidhan Sabha, Mahadevapura. Samarth, what did you find?
Well, Preeti, I must tell you that Ankit Shrivastava has become a curious case in India. And when we reached the Lucknow residence where he used to live along with his parents, we found that there was nobody inside the residence, as we got to know from the neighbors that the family shifted to Bangalore as Aditya got the job in Bangalore. Though it's not just about Bangalore, he even worked in Mumbai, but in the COVID times, he lost his job and then shifted to Bangalore. And along with not just him, his family also shifted to Bangalore. And when it was checked by the Election Commission of Uttar Pradesh, it was said, officials from Uttar Pradesh Election Commission said that Rahul Gandhi's claims are baseless, as he is not registered with Uttar Pradesh, or what he claimed that he has been registered in the name of Lucknow. And when you search Aditya Shrivastava from the Lucknow column, it says that no user found. Same happened in the chunk of Maharashtra. That was the sources from Election Commission also claiming. So it's going to be worth seeing, like, from where Aditya Shrivastava is there to vote. And what Rahul Gandhi clearly claimed is Aditya Shrivastava voted in Lucknow, in Bangalore, and in Maharashtra. Though the claims are very high, and if they are found true, then that could be a massive explosion in the politics of Uttar Pradesh as well. But when we reach to the ground, there was nobody in Lucknow. They have shifted. That means that they might be hardly coming once or twice a year. And if somebody is coming once or twice a year, it's not possible to vote in Lucknow. Or somebody can't plan to especially come to Lucknow during the time of voting. It's also unnatural when the person is obviously doing a job in corporate in Bangalore. So that's what we found in the ground report, that he was currently not staying in Lucknow. And what we saw in the reports of Mumbai as well, he was not there as well. So what's very clear, he's currently based in Bangalore. He could have voted somewhere. It would be Bangalore. Back to you.
All right, and Sagai would, I'm sure, try to figure out where Aditya Srivastav, that person named by Rahul Gandhi, is in Bengaluru. Where does he reside? Because he was registered in three places: Lucknow, then Mumbai, and then Bengaluru. Sagai, I want to come back to you because you carried out a very detailed investigation. What more did you find? There were other addresses that were also given out.
See, it is a clear system failure because according to BLO, she says that they have clearly mentioned when they done a survey in that particular house, when they found out that there were not 80 people residing in that particular house, they have mentioned it in their report stating that shifted. So they have remarks to say after every single epic card, they have to mention what is the remarks, what have you found in that particular house. So they say that they have mentioned shifted. Despite mentioning shifted, there is no correction which has been done. See, the larger question is, she says from last 10 years, there were 80 people who have enrolled for the voter list. So even she says that probably first year, not forget about 9 years, first year if she has said that shifted, at least they should have removed that 8 numbers in that particular year. Why they haven't done? Why they have to take 9 years or 10 years, still not rectifying it? Why they allowed them to vote for 15 years? And even if they have epic card in somewhere else, there should be some kind of accountability, some kind of duplication to be found out and to remove all those things. So this is a complete failure of the system, complete failure of understanding that there are multiple people who have enrolled. And even in this case, they have enrolled themselves for the ID card, but still the Election Commission, when they do the survey, they should find out that whether those people are leaving. And even if their ground worker, like a BLO, gives a report saying that shifted, why they have not proceeded with this, why they have allowed. And it's a basic common sense that nobody can live, 80 people cannot live in a same house, which is just 10 by 15 feet in that particular house, and you cannot more than 2 people who can sleep. There is no bedroom. There's a hall which has been converted into a bedroom, and a kitchen, and a bathroom. And these are small time workers who are living, and poor people living in that small house, and they have to face these kind of investigation. Definitely shows that what might have gone wrong. Maybe the system, and it is the entire system which has let down this particular malpractice which was being done there.
All right, appreciate you joining us, Sagai and Samarth. These my two colleagues carried out a very detailed investigation at the back of the allegations made by Rahul Gandhi, and to somewhat, if you can, pick up on what they both found, there was credible, information that they picked up, which seemed to suggest that, as Sagai pointed out, that a one-room house in Bengaluru did in fact had 80 voters attached to it. Sagai can't seem, that was Sagai's report. Samarth, when he went to that address where Aditya Srivastava, who's registered not just in Lucknow but in Mumbai as well as Bengaluru, when he went to that residence, apparently Aditya Srivastava has moved away from there 5 years ago. So the curious case of Aditya Srivastava continues.